Hey, it's Alicia Soycal, the Empowered Woman. It's been a minute, but I am back and refreshed. I have a hat on today. I've never done video with a hat, but question is for you. Are you someone that knows that they're meant for more? You know you're supposed to be here to do big things, to make growth and change, especially if you're a woman and you're kind of in that season of life of in between. We talked about the messy middle, or you've had your kids and you don't know what's next, or you're not going to have kids and you don't know what's next, or you're having a change of life. There's so many reasons I think that women go into the that's you and you're feeling that angst and yuckiness. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine. Then this may be the perfect video for you and the perfect time for you. Because I always say you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So don't ever force something. Don't ever judge yourself that you're not where you're supposed to be, and don't compare yourself. So today I want to talk about where in life you are and just having that concept of you're doing everything right. You're checking all the boxes. You think you should feel great. You may be making great money. You may have a great relationship, children, everything seems to be going right, but there's just achy, just a longingness of something's not right. Or on the flip side, everything has gone to crap. And I think we're in a really weird world right now with a lot of change and disruption going on. I'm sure all of us have felt it, from political to financial to, worldwide events, all the things happening, whatever you may believe in or not believe in. There's so much happening constantly. It's berating us. And if you're finding this video, you're choosing to watch it because it's YouTube. It's not something that sometimes is pushed on you. It's something that's kind of more searchable. I think it's the biggest thing is that we've been taught as women, especially to pick your lane. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a working mom? Or do you have kids? Do you not have kids? Are you single? Are you married? There seems to be this label put on women that drives me crazy, because I think it kind of limits your brain on what you can and cannot do. And we do that to ourselves, is what I said, because we kind of find our lane and we stick there and we get comfortable. It's the worst place to be, is be comfortable. And I realized that recently when I was wondering why I didn't want to make change in my life when I knew I needed to make change. Meaning just even gradual changes like schedule changes or deciding to do my business differently. I was really struggling with how I should do it and why, and I just couldn't wrap my head around why I was really fighting it. And if you're having that struggle where you know you should be doing something, like you know you should be eating well or walking or lifting weights, or you know you should take that class, or you know you should sign up for something that's going to push you to the next level, or get that degree, or whatever it is you want, or start a new business or start a new hobby, but you're just not doing it. It's right there for you. You really don't have an excuse, but every day you're like, okay, tomorrow is the day, and that you just keep kicking the procrastination can down the street. It's been such a struggle for me to understand what's going on. And I have really struggled even when I became a coach after being a realtor for a long time, even just becoming a realtor, coming from corporate, what that looked like for me. And everyone kind of freaked out, not in a mean way, but I think people mean well. But when they see you make change, like let's say you see someone else making change, it makes them kind of feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm supposed to be making change and I didn't make change, right? So if that's something you're doing and you're wondering, do I want change in my life, or am I avoiding change in your life, is the question. Right now I'm in this place of, am I a realtor? Am I a coach? Am I a speaker? Do I do energy healing? Am I doing this YouTube channel? Like, am I a mom? Am I a businesswoman? I'm kind of struggling with all the different hats and strategically trying to feel like, can I push it all together and make one thing out of it, right? Make one amazing, fabulous thing that's going to be life-changing for me and for anybody else that I can affect. That's kind of my dream. I don't really know what that is, but I'm here sharing that because I don't know if there's other people struggling with this, and I have to know that there are. I had a conversation with a friend of mine that there's this feeling of longingness, that there's something out there and you're not knowing what it is, and it's driving both of us crazy. So the trap is this: when you have a single source of income, for many of you that have W-2, meaning you work for a company and you have an income and you work 40 hours a week and you're too exhausted to do something else, or your husband makes a solid income, or you have a business, then the one business only makes income and you don't have other income coming in or other opportunities. The trap is that single source of income can lead to burnout, to lead to being in scarcity, that pressure, the feeling that you have to take things on that you don't want to take for that reason to preserve that single source of income. And what we're seeing in real talk today is we're just seeing less and less real estate transactions this year. So I'm seeing a lot of agents struggling this year in general because it was such a flood of business and then it just stopped. And of course, environmentally, meaning the real estate environment, financial environment, inventory environment, pricing environment, and what's going on in the world has kept the real estate bubble a little bit tighter than typical. And of course, there's people doing great no matter what, or they're just in different markets. People pop at different times, and it's hyper local. I've done very well this year for myself, gratefully so, because I work by referral. I'm so grateful for that. But it is still not the level of volume that I'm used to doing year after year, but I'm just grateful that I have other sources of income that can come in and substitute, like my coaching, and we have a rental property and other things like that have really helped us. So that being said, it made me kind of think even more like how many people are stuck in this place of only one income and they're freaked out. And you have to be really careful too, because you don't want to have the concept of multiple streams of income that people fall prey to, where they're doing too many things at one time. This, and it's like all different things. It's the octopus feeling, and action is diluted results. So if you're spreading yourself too thin, you're not able to really grow what you want. So you really need to focus. And this message is really for someone that has a very stable business, very stable income, maybe a business that's growing and it's like a solid gold situation, but there is that fear of what happens if this goes away, because that's the only thing you're leaning on, right? So this is kind of the thing of understanding that, most creators are one algorithm away. Like if TikTok closes and you're on TikTok making money, like it did shut down, I think, for 24 hours, then what are you gonna do? Or if YouTube is the only thing that you're making money on, it for some reason you get banned or something happens. I think I've seen creators have their YouTube channels taken away. What's gonna happen to you? Or if real estate, if you're one commission away and you have all these obligations and you're living a lifestyle that's too much for you, what happens then? Right? And these are all huge what ifs. And I'm not doing it to create fear by any means. It's just to kind of make you go, I wonder what this means and what that would mean for me. So my two big empowered moves this year, well, I guess it was last year, like 1 year anniversary in, was starting Five Realty for the state of Virginia. I opened it up. It is coming from California. Nazar Khaliji is the CEO, and we are in 19 states now. And I saw a great opportunity to open the whole state. And I got really excited because I was coming from a place where I had my own boutique brokerage, The Collaborative, but it was partnered with a company called Side. And they did a great job in getting me what I needed, but the partnership was not favorable for me and what I needed to grow. It was kind of basically the same thing I was leaving with a big box brokerage, but it was just hidden. It was a white label. And I thought it was going to allow me to do all these great things, but for me personally, it just didn't work out. Now, it may go great for some other people, but for myself, I just felt very siloed, and in the sense of I didn't have people to collaborate with and grow because everybody was their own little brokerage. It wasn't like we all had this common theme of helping each other grow. And then I kind of interviewed different brokerages to try to figure out what could I do? Should I just go out on my own and be an independent? Should I join under someone else? And this opportunity came knocking because it made me be at ground level. So I opened the whole state. And also I'm a founder. So when you're a founder, which is so great, is you are also responsible for creating culture and how something's going to grow. There's a ton of risk with that because you don't know. There's a big question mark. So if you're someone that needs a lot of certainty and confidence and everything going exactly the way you want to go, which is a bunch of crap we know is not true, but it makes you give you the illusion, like even working for a company, you think you're protected, but they can let you go any day. So that's a false narrative there. So I looked at and weighed the pros and cons, and I thought, wow, this is a great opportunity. I had a very favorable split to open the state up and at 80-20 and capping at a better rate, and then being at 100%, and then being able to bring agents on and help them grow and make money from agents that are growing. It was positioned to me that money that would typically go back to buildings and C-suites and market, like all this crazy stuff that higher ups get, that it goes back to us agents and share. They're also doing stock programs, which is exciting. So for me, I didn't really know, it was a big question mark, but I've been here a little over a year now, and I'm now kind of hunkered down and settled in. Like I've gained my bearing. I launched. I feel really comfortable, and I feel like we're a small little nugget group here in Richmond, Virginia, but I'm excited to expand in Virginia and potentially in other states, because that's what's so great. You're not limited to your own city or state when you're a part of this type of a company, rev share at Five Realty. I could sponsor an agent in California if they want to be under me in my circle, and I can, give them resources and help them grow. But in turn, I get a teeny piece of their company share of their business. Of the 20%, I would get a little bit. So that's how that works. And so for me, it was like a huge opportunity. If I help agents succeed and help them grow, it's going to help me grow. So it's the whole give, and then you get situation, but it's not just about having people on my team and under me and very local. So your pool of talent is so much bigger when you can go to the large matches. So that's a big thing for me that I decided to do. And for the first time, like growing with other women, right now we have all women. It's really exciting. It's women and they're autonomous, they're doing their own thing. And even my admin, Suzanne, is an agent and she's doing her own business. And it's super exciting to see people kind of do business differently and growing differently and collaborating and having conversations about how to grow their business, but they don't feel like they are restricted under my umbrella anymore. They can kind of launch on their own. And that was a relief to me because I felt very responsible in the past for teen agents in the sense of like, oh my gosh, if this happens, I felt the need to baby everybody and take care of everybody. And that actually hurts people in a situation. In my opinion, I feel like they cannot grow because they always know you're there to rescue them and they don't push themselves as much, I feel. So these are, of course, my opinions as from my experience. So I have found that to be really big. I was playing very small because I was very uncomfortable with this whole recruiting space for a rev share company. And I realized and woke up that I was like, this is so silly. Like there's opportunity here and I need to be thinking about future generations. This is a company that allows you to will your rev share. And so my children potentially could take it over if I've grown it and being responsible. And it's very rare. My husband said it's true in life to be a part of something at ground level where it's just starting and you look back and go, wow, that's pretty cool that I was able to be a part of that. And to be able to text and have conversations with the person that created the company at this point probably will not happen years to come. So to have that level of engagement is so, I don't know, it's just really cool. I'm really grateful for it. And my dear friend and who I went under, Brian Oliver, out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's also licensed in Maine, in Massachusetts. I knew it was an M1. And also he's the broker of record for Tennessee. Him and his husband, Ryan, I'm under them, but he just got promoted to director of growth and expansion. And I'm really excited to see like the next steps happening for growth because it lets me know that I'm on the right path as well. And it's really cool to rub elbows in people that want to grow and do different things. What I love too is if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You can just put your head down and work because they have an option. It's a much lower cap, meaning like you don't pay a lot less to the company and you don't participate in the revenue share then. So if you're like, this is not for me, I just want to do my business and have a low cap, meaning low hit ceiling that I hit to 100%, this is for you. So this is messaging is going to real estate agents. The second thing that I realized recently and my husband found for me is something called the STAN store, STAN store. And I'm going to link the link in my bio here, you can find it. And mine is stanstore.high5, H-I-G-H and F-I-V because high five. Like I'm trying to like use it to grow the revenue share. But I thought it was really cool because I can also do one-to-ones and messages and courses and things for my energy healing. And you can do a lot of different things with that creator piece. And I didn't really understand what Stan Store was. These are the two big things that changed my business recently. I've just started working on the Stan Store. I just launched it and I felt really compelled to do this video to share it. And in addition with Five is that instead of having like 5 different platforms to schedule your calls or schedule your business, to sell something, to have email, to have everything, you can have everything in one place. And so it's a creator kind of platform is what I would say, that you can do everything all in one. And it's very easy to schedule and to create the designs and landscapes. I've been able to create and change fonts, upload pictures, and they have stock art as well. And there's affiliate tie-in. So again, there's another piece that if someone signs up. So I'm gonna ask you if you're gonna sign up, please under me because then I would get 20% of your monthly amount. So it's $30 a month after the 14-day trial, but then it's $300 a year, which is very minimal because if you sign up with Stripe through them, you can collect payments and they're not charging transaction fees. So right there, you would get your money back because we all know if you've had transaction fees, all your money typically you have to pay that percentage, which is a pain. So they're absorbing that for you. So I'm offering it to basically, there's going to be an empowered woman section community that I'm doing a one-time fee of $9.99 to join my community because I really want to make this community where I add a lot of value to it, but it's not going to be reoccurring. But I feel if there's that information there, you can have access to that. So I'm putting it all together. So if you're feeling that nudge, this is just a background, like a resource that I found through my husband called Stan Store that is really exciting. And I'm seeing all different industries. So you don't have to just be in real estate. You could be in consulting. You can be a therapist. You can be a massage person. You can do everything digitally. You can do design, social media. And you can sell products and courses and all great different things on there. And I probably should do a different separate video on Stan Store just to explain it for people. But you can do subscriptions and memberships, affiliate programs, your link in bio information. You can link all your socials to it. The whole point is to be able to put that short code of your store on all your social media, your email signatures, all those things, and people have a place to book with you. It's just a no-brainer. It's all in one place versus you having to send people to different stuff and maintain a website and shopping cart and all that great stuff. But my call to empowerment is this, put it all together. If you're feeling the nudge, because I think a lot of you watching this, you might be feeling the nudge. I need to do something. I need to do something. It's that time of year. It's this like end of the year push people feel. This is the time of year. If it's your brand, your business, like your impact, like this is your sign. Maybe that if you need to start some of a creative thing, maybe look at the Stand Store. I'll put the link in my bio section of the YouTube. You can go up there and check it out. Or you can like position your community as like a group of, whatever you're wanting to grow, you can label that and kind of grow it together, or you can join my group. I would love for you to join my group. And if you want to build income streams with meaning, I think it's something that you can figure out what is your cause and then actually monetize that cause. Because there's a lot of people that have incredible content out there that don't ever monetize it and they don't know what to do with it. You may be trying to raise money for some nonprofit that you're working with that could be used for the Stand Store as well. I have 3 options. If you are a real estate agent and you're curious about Five Realty, you want to know if it's in your state or you want to open up a state if it's not there, love to have a conversation. Again, if you go to my Stand Store, you can book a 15-minute with me. Love to see for an alignment or leverage. It's really for agents that are in production, agents that do the business, not brand new agents is what I've seen, unless you want to join someone's team. And then use my Stand Store affiliate link if you're ready to like really look at something different creative. I'm happy to walk that path with you. We can brainstorm other ways to create our pages and be influencers in that regard. Or just comment below if you have any other suggestions of growth or ideas on how to do different things or how to help me maybe figure out recruiting and finding my tribe and how to grow this amazing new brokerage opportunity or a growing Stand Store. I would love to connect. And again, you don't have to have everything figured out. I clearly do not. And I talk a lot on these videos, talking head videos. I've had some comments of not so nice people talking about my skin, but it's really my skin. I don't know. It's just, this is what my skin looks like. You don't have to know all of the steps to go to the next step is what I said. I think you just need to take a step and it will help you get more clarity as you're going along and you just pivot if it's not the right way. That's kind of how I've been doing it, because if you had told me 10 years ago this is where I'd be laughing at you. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way about their business. So first of all, have enough respect for yourself and self-love to know you are able to empower yourself. You can choose your path and destiny, and don't get caught up in the fear because you're uncertain about what's going on right now in the world. You can figure this out, and this is where the opportunity is made. Till next time, stay empowered. Check out my little bio link where I'm going to put the Stand Store information on there, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.